Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is an evening class given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on January 8th, 2020 at New Panihati Dham in Atlanta, Georgia, USA.
Pangulangategaram Yatkivatam Hanmande Srigurum Nidhayanam Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanya Ishram Hare Om Tat Sat. Golden Roses. I want to thank Martin Maria, my spiritual granddaughter, very active, expressive, loving, dance, very active, very energetic. Thank you. Very skillful. And I also wish Vishwambar a very memorable and spiritual anniversary of his birth. Are there any questions?
Yes, Guru Maharaj, lots. Shall I start reading, Guru Maharaj?
Please.
Dear Guru Maharaj,
Yes,
please accept my respectful obeisance.
accept it.
You went with Srila Prabhupada to Panihati. How was your experience? Deva Madhava Das from Michigan. From
See here? You didn't want to hear?
No,
Online question, Guru Maharaj.
Online,
Yes.
it was a wonderful experience. Next question. How fast do I answer? How many? There are lots of questions.
yeah.
We got our first Sangam Sila from Panihati Dham. When Pujari came out and gave the Sangam Sila to Srila Prabhupada. So I was also present when he was showing our head Pujari how to draw a face on the Sangam Sila. You know, when Prabhupada went anywhere or did anything, it was a very memorable thing. At that time, the house of Raghav Pandit was very old. Prabhupada said that if they replaced this, they should at least have a picture of the previous house to show people that this is a very ancient place. People might mistake and think it's a new place. It's very old. And he went to the tree of Lord Nityananda, and he was very impressed that that the tree was still there. And he wanted that we should somehow take a boat from Calcutta to Mayapur, stop in Panihati, and give the people a breakfast of chura and dahi, of yogurt and flat rice, and fruits, and then go to Mayapur. So we have a boat, but unfortunately, it was not designed properly, and it takes too long to go. It's a very fancy boat, air conditioning and all that, but stuff that doesn't go that fast as it should. So, anyway, I was still trying to work on realizing fully Prabhupada's dream for Panihati. Bhakti, His Holiness Bhakti True Swami has obtained a land just next to that tree. So we go there every year and distribute flat rice, sugar, fruits to about 100,000 people. So it's a big festival. So Prabhupada went there and he had a vision for how we could develop the place. Unfortunately, the government changed from a Congress government to a communist party, CPM, and they could care less about the spiritual heritage of Bengal, unfortunately. And next question?
Dearest Srila Gurudev,
Yes.
all glories to your divine grace. What was your last conversation about with Srila Prabhupada?
And I don't know, how is it more important, the last than the middle or the first? And how you're supposed to remember. At that time, Prabhupada he wasn't speaking so much. He was having the devotees chant in his room, very softly, and he was in a very meditative mood. He was holding the picture of Krishna Balaram, and sometimes he'd wave his hand in the air, and sometimes he was translating also his books. So I took the opportunity. I don't know if this was the last time or second to last, but it was in the final days. I was massaging his lotus feet. And then I just took advantage. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Anyone who can't hear me?
No, we hear you, Mark.
Because if they can't hear me, they won't raise their hand, huh? I put my head on his lotus feet, and that was very memorable for me. Another question?
Dear spiritual father, the difference between power, misuse of power, and the relation between devotional service.
That's a question?
I think it's meant to be along the lines of the difference between power and the misuse of power, and the relation between power and devotional service.
You see, Maya offers us sense gratification, and Krishna offers us seva. So whether we want sense gratification or we want seva, if power is used for serving Krishna, it's seva. If power is used for your own enjoyment, it's sense gratification. So we want to use everything we have in the service of Krishna. And that way we can get unlimited spiritual bliss. And we can please, by pleasing Krishna, if we please him a little bit, then for us it's like a tsunami of transcendental bliss. We're very small. A little, Krishna's a little please, it means it's a flood for us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances.
Accept it, but my humble. He said, Guru Maharaj is humble. You say Guru Maharaj, you say respectful basis. Humble, you say, my God brother, humble. Guru Dev, respectful.
How do I inspire myself to wake up at Brahma Muhurta time and chant?
Set your alarm. Don't eat too much at night. You take 3 pizzas or something. You don't get up at Brahma Muhurta. You may have dreams of pizzas. And you wonder, why do I have dreams of pizzas? So, eat light, go to bed early, get up early. No, I'm giving a late question and answer session. I'm going to say, see Guru Dev. He said go to bed early, but he kept us up late. Anyway, that's my last night, sorry, Leah. You want to hear, you're here because you want to hear something.
What are souls who go to Brahma Jyoti doing? Are they engaged in any activity?
Why do you want to know? You want to go there? Apparently they don't, I have no experience. But what we hear from Shastra is that they merge in the light and they cease to have any realization of their individuality. They just become like a drop of water in the ocean. They still remain a drop, but they don't realize anything. I mean, they realize a certain amount of spiritual bliss, but that bliss is considered like maybe an ocean of bliss compared to material life, but a comparison with Krishna's service is like a hook in of a calf in the water, how much water it contains compared to the ocean. So serving Krishna is an ocean of bliss, and the Brahma Jyoti realization is insignificant compared to that, although it's a lot compared to the material situation.
Dear most lovable Guru Maharaj,
So,
please accept my respectful obeisances. I work as a cashier at a grocery store. The store sells fruits, vegetables, and amongst other things, meat. Can I get Brahminical initiation? Sankirtan Pravartan Gaurang.
Sankirtan.
Pravartaka Gaurang. Pravartan Gaurang.
I heard that he does a tremendous amount of seva in the temple. He, especially after feast days, he and his family clean up the temple,
Yes.
mop it and clean it. I heard many good things about him. There's a new thing though, cashier handling meat. I had to study the code book of Manu to see if it fits in. So, since we're running, we have lots of questions, I'll think about it. But there's definitely something to think about.
What does it mean?
That's it.
I was mopping up after the plates, the A&W root beer stand in St. Catherine Street in Montreal, Canada, because they said all of us rummaged ours out. At that time, we had no books. They sent us out. We had to somehow or another get money to pay for Shield Rothbard's flat rent. So this is the job I got. Horrible job. I had to clean up the plates. So they asked Rothbard, he has to clean up the plates. I mean, they serve hamburgers and all kinds of non-veg products. So the Rothbard said, what does he do? He cleans out the tables. Well, he said, delivering, selling the animal, carrying the animal, killing the animal, not slaughtering it, cooking the animal, eating like that. I said, it's already eaten. Karma's already gone. He just cleans up. So like that, we have to think about, we have to see exactly what, do they have to move the meat with the hands? I just type in, how much karma are you getting? You pay this bill, you get the karma. But something to think about. We would like better not to have to deal with any meat. But whether it fits in the karma, I have to consider that.
What does it mean to get initiated? How to get initiated?
Who asked?
No name.
No name.
Muhammad asked.
Mohammed.
I'm still new, so
Huh?
I'm still new in Krishna consciousness. So I want to.
I'm still new in Krishna consciousness.
Well, being initiated means that we surrender to Krishna. We're connected formally with the Guru Parampara, the cyclic succession of gurus from Krishna to the us. And it means that we formally are taking the shelter of Krishna through the cyclic succession. To get initiated in Islam, you have to meet the requirements of the Guru, which may differ, but as far as an institution, or as far as a society, the GDC has prescribed that for the first initiation, one should take a basic exam of 13 questions or so. One should have the IDC course, about 3-day course, Islam disciple course. And one can take that on the weekends in the afternoon for several weeks, for however many weeks it takes. And basically that's all it is. And then one year one should chant 6 months at least, 16 rounds, and then choose the Guru that you want to take initiation from, take shelter of the Guru, and then after 6 months or whatever minimum, and when you fulfill the other requirements, then you can take initiation. If you have the recommendation of the local temple president, that's basically.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I am new to Krishna consciousness. My father and I have a distant toxic relationship. What can I do?
Distant toxic relationship.
What can I do from where I am to help him find peace in his life while still protecting my spiritual development?
Can you repeat that last part?
What can I do from where I am to help him find peace in his life?
To
help him find peace in his life while still protecting my spiritual development.
it's a difficult question because I don't know your father. I don't know. I thought that when I tell my mother and father that I came to Krishna consciousness, they'd be very happy. I give them all my bad habits, and I thought they'd be very happy. I was completely wrong. My father said, if you don't immediately come here, what's the word? I disown you as a child, as my son, and I turn your name over to the American draft. You can die in Vietnam. That was a pretty heavy reaction. And at that time I was visiting Prabhupada in Canada, and they didn't, I wasn't a draft dodger at that time, but then I asked Prabhupada, what should I do? He wanted to send me to the army, and I was a college student, but I left college to join Krishna consciousness. So then Prabhupada said it's better to join Krishna's army. That's what I did. I've been an army man ever since. But I don't kill people. I try to save people. Later on, my father, after 8 years, he wrote, I'm sorry, a father, son, all that. It took him 8 years to, by that time I was already a sannyasi, second initiated, so anything. But then I went to see him. And at the time of his death, he was telling the priest, he was just talking about me, because he was a training priest, but he had some birthmarks. They told him that you won't be successful as a priest because of your birthmarks, and which is pretty crazy. So he actually I fulfilled his aspiration, but it took a long time to realize it. Anyway, so I don't know how the father, because I don't know how he'll take it. Sometimes we have people in India who are Christian and join us, but say are Muslims, but Prabhupada never, so to speak, converted anyone. He convinced them. Why, like we worship Jesus, he's the son of the Father. Who's the Father? You can call him Jehovah, Allah, or you can call him Krishna. So it's really a universal path. But for people to understand that, for you to express that to your Father, good luck. I don't know how open he is, how close-minded. I may come from a different generation. So, but you can try to, and sometimes fathers don't like to listen to their sons. They have some ego trip. That they think they're the seniors and have nothing to learn from their children. Some people don't think that way. So sometimes we see if there's any devotee in the vicinity of a similar age like our father, and we can ask that devotee to visit the father and talk to him. My mother was with Swami and Prabhu and different parents. She was in a society of parents of Hare Krishna devotees. And she would visit different people and tell them how it's not so bad, whatever, and convince them that they should tolerate. Now we have a different congregation with the IT influx of many Indians. But previously we had many Western devotees, and their parents didn't understand at all. I mean, even Indian parents, they're a bit, they don't like if their son becomes a brahmachari or sannyas or something. So most of our present devotees are married people, and they so how you can present to your father, it's hard for me to say there's no that thing. It's a personal relationship. It's I don't know what your father's like, but somehow or another, like in Russia or in India, it's very common to see how, like, if a son becomes a devotee, a daughter becomes a devotee, the parents become devotees, everybody. It's like the families are very tight, and one becomes, and they see that person happy, they all become, or many become. We have, in one case, the mother, the sons, the daughters, everybody came, except the father. He was against. But then he was diagnosed with cancer, 4th stage, and now he was in his bed, and he was still against. But then some hairy, black type of very violent-looking people walked to the wall with leather ropes and fangs. And he said, no, not me, not me. No, not me. No, not me. You got the wrong guy. And then they disappeared. He called his wife, I want the Bhagavad Gita, I want beads, he changed overnight. So what we couldn't do for 20 years, the Yamadutas did it 10 seconds. So, anyway, that just shows you that you never know what will change someone's viewpoint.
Guru Maharaj,
Any other question?
this is more a message from a person who's come newly, I think. She says, Hare Krishna, my name is Ganga Bhavani. I met Rohini, our neighbor, yesterday and heard about you, Prabhupada, and Lord Krishna, his teachings from Bhagavad Gita. I'm so happy to meet you. I wanted to meet you after I heard about you. I feel so fortunate. I wish to see you again in May. Thanks. Hari Bol. Ganga Bhavani Mataji can lift her.
Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Let the blessings come.
All right.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.